everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope that you are all good. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I created this acrylic marble design on my thumbnail. Usually whenever I do my videos I leave out the thumb, so I thought why not do a video where I'm just doing the thumbnail. So I've already done all of my prep, applied a tip and a thin clear base, and then I'm going to be coming in and doing the marble design. And to do that I'm going to be using CJP Snow White with CJP Copper Penny. I absolutely love Copper Penny. It's such a gorgeous bronzy colour. It's perfect for autumn. It's just absolutely stunning. So to start off with, I'm coming in with a small bead of the Snow White, placing that down at that cuticle area, tapping it up into place and then fading that down the nail. This bead is simply to create a nice neat cuticle area because I find it a lot easier to use one of the colours first of all rather than going straight in with the marble. It just simply gets me a nicer, neater cuticle area. Then I'm going to use my brush just to clean that up slightly. And then I'm going to come in with wet beads of the Snow White and the Copper Penny. Usually if I'm doing a marble, I'll use 3 or 4 colours, but for this one, I just wanted to use the white and the Copper Penny. So I placed those down. I've gone with 3 beads to begin with, and then I'm just swirling my brush through that marble. And as you can see, it creates such a gorgeous effect. Then I'm just patting it out if it needs to be and blending it slightly so the next couple of beads just merge over that easily. And then I'm just going to continue doing this down the nail. I alternate between using 2 and 3 beads and mix it up with more white and more copper just to create that marble effect really. I absolutely love doing acrylic marbles. I just feel as though they're one of those designs that you can really have fun with, really play around, experiment using more of different colours or more of a darker colour, more of a lighter colour, and you can just create some really nice designs. And I find you can't really go wrong with a marble as long as you work with small wet beads, bring your brush to a point when you're swirling through it. You just can create some really cool designs. So as I'm getting down towards that tip, you find that you've sometimes got a small little area to fill in, so just use smaller beads there. I'm just making sure not to take it too much over my side walls. You want to try and keep to the shape of the nail that you've created with your clear base. And then here, if I have just got any little gaps, I'll just come in with either one or both of the colours just to fill them in a little bit. If I was adding glitter to this design, this is where I would add a little bit of glitter. I did feel as though up in that cuticle area it looked too plain, so I just come in with both of the colours and just gently swirled them together, being really careful working around that cuticle area. And this is what our marble looks like. I was really pleased with it. I absolutely love the Copper Penny with the Snow White. So now, as you can see, the nail does look quite lumpy bumpy. This is quite normal when doing a marble, but it doesn't matter because we're going to come in and encapsulate. So I'm capping with my CJP crystal glass. I place this bead down, I'm patting out the back of it, and then I'm just pulling it down at the sides, just gently walking it down the nail. My one mistake with this particular bead, which you'll see in the picture at the end, I didn't burp my brush, so it had a few bubbles in the clear acrylic. So always make sure when you are encapsulating with clear that you burp your brush just to get those bubbles out, and then your clear acrylic will go on pretty much bubble free. So I'm just tapping and smoothing that acrylic out, and I'm going to work my way up towards the cuticle area. So I'm coming in here again with another bead, blending out the back of that bead, and then just pulling the side walls down because we don't need too much product on that area. I'm keeping the bulk of it in the center of the nail, and then just blending that over the previous bead of acrylic. And then I'm going to come in with my cuticle bead. So as you'll see, I place this down just before that cuticle area, tap it up towards that cuticle, making sure again not to touch any of the cuticle or the skin. And then I just blend the top of this bead down because I want to leave the bulk of it in that apex area to build up my structure. So I'm just wiping and smoothing over the nail with my brush just to get that acrylic as smooth as possible. And then this is what the nail looked like once we had finished encapsulating. So you can see I've got my apex and then it tapers off to the tip. My encapsulation application wasn't perfect, but it's nothing that a file can't fix. So I'm now going to come in and file the nail. So I'm starting off with my hand file and I'm just sort of tidying up underneath the side walls and the free edge, just getting a rough shape. This is not, I'm going to come in again and shape the nail towards the end, but I like to do this to start off with. And then I am going to come in with my e-file and debulk the nail. Now I don't always do this. If my application has been a little bit more spot on, then I don't always use my e-file. But because this was a longer nail and I just felt as though it was a little bit uneven, I just thought it would save time to run over it with my e-file. So I'm using a medium carbide safety bit. And I just go around the cuticle area and then over the surface of the nail, just trying to do it in nice long strokes. And then yeah, I'm just gonna, I didn't have to do too much filing. When you see that I go out of shot, it's just because I was checking from the side walls and the top of the nail and everything, and it was really hard to do that on camera. But once I have finished filing the nail with my e-file, I do come back in with my hand file. I really prefer doing finish filing with my hand file, if I'm honest. So then what I'll do is I'll come down the side walls of the nail, then go around that cuticle area and up the other side wall, and then sort of just contour the nail and blend over the surface, just so the side walls don't go bang straight and then your rounded top of the nail. You just want to make sure to get that all blended nicely. I also find as well, if I e-file, it leaves quite a lot of scratches in the nail, so that's why I also like to make sure I come over with my hand file as well. And I'm just constantly checking the nail from all angles, feeling over it, making sure it's as smooth and as even as possible. Don't want to overfile the apex area because you don't want to take away that apex, because that is your strength and structure. So then once I was happy with the finished filing of the nail, this is what the nail looked like. I just thought I would show you it from the side as well as the top. So I'm then going to come in and just shape it up a little. So again, I'm just coming underneath slightly and then keeping my file flat against those side walls just to get nice, crisp, straight side walls. And then I'm trying to sort of look at it from my view as well as the opposite view, just to make sure that I'm happy with the shape. I just noticed here I needed to neaten up the cuticle area a little bit. Then once I've finished doing that, I will go back to shaping. So yeah, I'm just coming in with my file like you can see and just trying to get those side walls neat and symmetrical. And then I will come over the top as well and just make sure that that is all nice and crisp and I'm happy with the shape. And then I'll come in and buff the nail. I'm really terrible at explaining filing, to be honest. I don't really leave it in my videos too often, so I'm sorry if it just sounds like waffle and isn't making much sense. So once I'd finished buffing, I went off camera and gave the nail a good scrub and clean to make sure that all of that dust was removed. And I then decided I would pop on some crystals. So usually when I apply my crystals, I use a jewelry gel or a builder gel, but today I decided I'd just use some nail glue. So I've just popped down that nail glue and then I'm just popping a few crystals in the corner. Now these crystals were just cheapy ones from AliExpress, and after I'd finished my nail, I jumped in the shower and all of the colour pretty much rubbed off the crystals. So I'm going to end up removing those because I want to finish this set, but I don't get on with long nails. So what I actually did was, once I'd finished the video, I just clipped this nail down and give it a refile, just because I'd love to wear nails this length, but I can't get on with them at the moment. I'm just not used to such long nails, but I wanted to do a video and it to have a long nail. I wanted to do a long marble, so I thought for the sake of the video I'd do a long nail. But I am going to finish off this set of nails. I'll try and do a video on it. But yeah, I clipped it down and it still looks quite nice short actually. I just need to remove the crystals because they have no colour left on them. So I won't leave a link to where they're from, but everything else I've used, I will always leave a link to that in the description box below. So this is what that now looked like once I'd finished applying those crystals. I'm then going to come in with my CJP Tack Free Top Gloss and I'm just going to top coat all of the nail. So I take that top coat right up to the crystals, but I don't go over the top with them because that would dull their shine. Not that these had much shine anyway, because like I said, they wasn't the best crystals. It was a shame because I felt the colour of them really tied in with the marble. But anyway, I'm going to top coat all of the nail. Off camera I did get a small detailer brush and just go around the back of those crystals with the top coat just to seal them all in. And then I popped that in my LED lamp to cure for 60 seconds and this is the finished result. I'm just going to come in and apply some cuticle oil, but before applying my cuticle oil I always allow my top coat to cool for a minute or two because this stops the shine from dulling. And then guys, that is pretty much the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed watching. If you did, then please give the video a thumbs up or let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love it if you hit subscribe. I'm going to try to finish off my nails tonight or tomorrow. So I'll try to have a video up finishing off this set ASAP. So I shall see you all again really, really soon. Lots of love. Take care. Bye bye.